What's up, guys? Mark Abram here at the Resistance Barbell Club. I'm going to go through a chest workout with you guys today. I'm a 60-year-old bodybuilder. I've been bodybuilding a long time, been into the fitness world most of my life. I'm going to show you guys some simple exercises to grow your chest. We're going to keep it simple. It's not going to be complicated. It's things almost any of you guys can do it either at home or any gym you might be a member of. We're going to concentrate mostly on dumbbells, but I'm going to show you guys a few of the exercises that I have found to be proven to work to develop your pectoral muscles. So just stick with me through the video. I'm going to keep it fairly brief. I'm just going to talk to you guys, mostly stream of consciousness, telling you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and keep this a simple how-to video for you guys. You more advanced bodybuilders out there, you might just find some tips. You guys, most of you guys are going to be younger than me. I'm 60 years old. I think I've got a little bit to teach everybody who might be watching, but let's get into this, okay? Okay, I haven't done any exercises at all right now. We're going to do, I just want to show you guys in the beginning, this is what I'm looking like right now. We're going to do a pump check at the end of the video. This is me cold. I'm going to prove to you guys you can get a good pump with just dumbbells and some other exercises we're going to work on. We're going to mostly work on the mid and upper pectorals. This is going to be really focused more toward you older guys. Just general working out, you're going to hit your lower pecs. Most bodybuilders are concerned with that thick look, so that's what we're going to concentrate on. I like to use, if I can get this back on, normally when I'm here by myself at the gym, I'm working out with no shirt anyway, but since this is a long video, I'm going to just keep my shirt on most of the time, and then we'll do a pump check at the end. I've got my bench set up right now at approximately a 45-degree angle. We're going to do a warm-up set first. I usually like to warm up with pretty light weight because I want to really stretch my pectorals out. I always lift the weight into position with my knees. Start off stretching down about as far as my elbows will go, pressing straight up to the ceiling. Having my cap in this position is inconvenient for being on a bench, but it's more convenient for my microphone. It's better to have the microphone on my cap rather than on my shirt. You guys can hear me better, but if I have it turned around the traditional way, the way the lighting is in this gym, my face is in shade constantly, so I usually keep my hat backwards when I'm filming. But you want to get a good warm-up, especially you older guys out there. That's a good start. Okay, now that I've got the first warm-up set out of the way, I'll move into first. A lot of people would call it your first working set, but what it is for me is I'm just raising the weight a little bit more. I'm still considering it a warm-up set. I'm not into immediately going straight to the heavy stuff. Not at my age. I just feel like your ligaments and tendons need to really stretch and work up to the weight slowly. So I'll just move up about another, sometimes 10 pounds more maybe for this set. Always raising the dumbbells up into position with my knees. Usually I stay in the 8 to 12 rep range, almost always for my warm-up sets. I'm going to do approximately 12, sometimes 15. When I get into position for the dumbbell, this is incline dumbbell press, by the way, I'm always pulling my shoulder blades together in the back, pulling my chest or pointing my chest up into the air, really controlling the dumbbells. Using my knees to get back up off the bench. I never throw my dumbbells down on the floor. I don't, if I can't control them any more than that, I feel like I've got too heavy a weight. Plus, being a gym owner, I've seen what throwing dumbbells down on the floor does to the dumbbells eventually. I'm replacing dumbbells quite often because they break no matter what kind of dumbbells you get. You throw them on the floor enough times, eventually they get loose and rattle around. I'm not chastising all these guys. They have to throw the dumbbells down because they're trying to do really heavy work, but it does bend and break the dumbbells eventually when you do that. And also, if there's anybody working out near you, you run the risk of breaking a foot or an ankle. So I definitely try to never do that. I usually rest around 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what my goal is for training. I like to stay around the minute on average. A lot of people say you should wait at least 2 minutes to 3 minutes. If I'm really more going for strength, I do that. Most of the time though, I'm more concerned with muscle definition, muscle growth, and I'm trying to get a little bit of cardio in while I work out. So 30 seconds to a minute, that's usually plenty. I'm usually ready to go for my next set in that length of time. Okay, so this next set, I'm going to go up in weight about another 10 pounds. I'm not trying to go extremely heavy with my weight. Like I said, I like to be able to do at least 6 reps. If I can't do at least 6 reps, I know I'm opening myself up more to injury than normal. Sometimes it's worth it, and I absolutely do it. Sometimes I'll get 5 reps. I hardly ever do PRs anymore, but 6 to 12 reps seems to be the general consensus for the best muscle growth rep range. Lift into position, brace, pull those shoulder blades together, press up into the air. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once again, we're pushing straight toward the ceiling. Don't let your dumbbells go down toward your abdomen as you're pushing up, straight up. Control the dumbbells down. You can get up. I watch a lot of guys in the gym throw the dumbbells down no matter what the weight is. Even when they've got light dumbbells, they just throw it down. I don't know if they think that's a cool look or what, but I own a gym, so I've seen every possible way somebody can unload themselves of the dumbbells. Something that you guys should know: the main way to make gains in the gym is to be consistent. Stop quitting. So many people come to the gym for a month or 2 months, they quit for a month or 2 months or 3 months. They come back, they will be working out for 30 days, 40 days again, and they're saying, man, I just can't get any results. Honestly, that's the main reason that I see people don't achieve their goals in the gym, is because of lack of consistency. If I could go back to my younger self and tell myself anything about working out, it would be stop quitting. There's times in my life when I would quit going to the gym for up to 2 years. Yeah, I regret it. I was busy. I have 5 kids. My wife and I, we raised 5 kids. I have a wonderful marriage. I have another company. I spend a lot of hours working. Everybody's got that excuse. We've all got jobs, but some people just manage to consistently go to the gym, and those people make the most progress. Sorry, I've got a fly buzzing around me in here. I don't have any of my fans on in the gym right now. My gym's not air conditioned. It's pretty warm in here right now, but the fans create a lot of background noise when I'm recording a video. So let's move on. Let's do one more set. By this point, I've gotten pretty heavy, so anything over 6 reps is a win for me. Brace, shoulder blades together, pressing straight to the ceiling. Don't let the weight drop too fast. Press to the top. Are you guys counting? Because I'm not. I'm just going to go to failure. That's it. All right. The reason I decided to start off talking about chest for most of you guys that are watching this video is because by working your chest, you're also getting work on your triceps and your deltoids. It's impossible to thoroughly work the pectoral muscles without getting some deltoid work and tricep work. So it's basically just good upper body work. Some guys only work their chest. When they come in, they don't isolate any other muscles. Actually, and they can look pretty good because it's working really most of the upper body. A lot of guys look great just doing push-ups. So the incline dumbbell press, that's my primary chest movement. I'm going to show you guys some dumbbell flies now. Old school dumbbell flies. Okay, we're going to do incline dumbbell flies for this movement. We're going to leave the bench at about 45 degrees. You can change it to 30 degrees if you want, or you can do these flat if you want. I'm going to use slight incline because, like I said, I work mostly on my mid and upper pectorals. You don't need much weight for this exercise. This is old school. For you guys out there that's been working out a long time, you would have seen this exercise a lot. Elbows slightly bent. Stretch down toward the floor as far as you can go with your elbows and the dumbbells. Pulling it straight up to the top. Once again, keeping your shoulder blades together in the back. Keeping your chest big toward the ceiling. Pulling the weight up. Sometimes I think the most important part of this particular exercise is the stretch down to the bottom. Controlling the dumbbells down. Trying to concentrate on the pectoral muscles. Squeezing at the top of the movement. I'm not going to do many reps for the sake of brevity. Okay. I know there's a lot of guys watching this is like, yeah, you should just get on a pec deck. Maybe there's a long line at the pec deck in your gym. Maybe your gym doesn't have a pec deck. Once again, like I said, most gyms have dumbbells, and a lot of you guys have dumbbells at home. Cable flies, of course, keeps tension on the pectorals all the way through the range of motion. Let's say we don't have cable flies. We can't do cable crossovers, or we can't get on the machine because there's a line waiting at it. There's usually no lines at the dumbbells. Okay, by this time, I'm on my second set of dumbbell flies. By this time, the pectoral muscles are pretty warmed up. The tendons and ligaments are stretched out, so I'm going to go up to my maximum weight on these right now, which is just 25 pounds. I do not use very much weight on dumbbell flies. I concentrate more on technique than anything else. As far as your hand placement goes, I like to just slightly turn the dumbbells in toward one another at the top. It's kind of like the 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock position if you were looking at a traditional clock. I inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. You can really feel the stretch at the bottom. Okay, one more. I can tell you, having this cap turned around backwards it's not the best position for leaning back on a bench. Some of you guys wear it like this all the time. But for the sake of the sound and the microphone, we're going to leave it like this. Let's count. So far, we've done 3 good working sets of incline dumbbell press. Now let's say we've done 3 good working sets of dumbbell flies. Now it's time for a finisher. What a lot of you guys have overlooked, I think, is the value of push-ups, especially decline push-ups. Once again, I'm trying to come up with exercises that any of you guys can do. You can do this at home, in your garage, or in any gym. You can always find a place to do push-ups. And it's a really good finisher. Once again, you're working your entire upper body. So let's do a few sets of push-ups to finish off our pectoral training. Okay, I do realize these are not optimal camera angles, but since I'm recording this myself with my tripod, we're going to do the best we can. What I like to do is put my toes up on a bench, get in position with my hands literally straight down. I try to basically like doing a plank with my body, go down as far as I can. It's very simple. Concentrating on my pectoral muscles. Sometimes I pause at the bottom. Once again, by this time, my pecs, shoulders, and triceps are they're getting pretty exhausted. That's why I'm going to save push-ups for the end of the workout as just a finisher. We're going to get a good pump doing that. Once again, it's an exercise all of you guys can do. You can do it at home. You can do it at any gym. If I do it at the end of weight training exercise, weightlifting exercises, the pectorals and the triceps are depleted enough that you don't have to do a ton of reps to get some benefit from it. Okay, so I promised you guys we would do a pump check at the end of the video. So here we go. All right, see if you can see a visible difference. If we've achieved what we want, our goal. You want to get as much blood into the muscles as possible during a workout. I always like to go over to a mirror and check the pump, check progress. It can either be encouraging or discouraging sometimes. I use the discouraging time as just motivation to go harder in the gym, to eat better, to try to get more rest. Those are the 3 things: nutrition, consistency, hard consistency, and getting proper rest. But I think I can see a difference with the pump. You guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Keep watching. I'm going to bring you guys more content. We'll get more advanced as we go. But for you guys out there that are thinking about starting the gym, subscribe to the channel. I'm a gym owner. I'm here all the time. I'm going to teach you guys everything I know. See you in the next video.